Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be making another soap, and this is going to be like a little trial. So I'm only going to do a 1 pound batch. It's going to be wild red raspberry. So I've got my oils. I've heated them up 1 time. Let's see. I'm going to heat them for just a little bit longer because the oil looks a little bit cloudy, and I see a couple of pieces of palm oil that hasn't dissolved yet. But my live water is ready to go. It's all dissolved. The water is clear, or the solution is clear, and it's kind of cooled off a little bit. It's about, you know, just warm to the touch, and that's what I usually, you know, at first I did use a thermometer and all that to gauge the temperature, and then I read where somebody said that they just, you know, they kind of went by the touch. If it was warm to the touch, then that's what they did, and that's what I started doing. And actually I have a lot better success with that because I like the soap a little bit cooler. I don't soap very hot. So that one's ready. Okay, the oils are all dissolved or all melted. Yeah, see, that's not very hot either. So this soap, like I said, I'm going to do like a little trial batch. I've not soaked this fragrance oil before, and I don't like to do a lot of it until I've you know, done a little trial on it to see how well it soaps. I do read the reviews where they say, you know, how well they think it soaps, or if it works well in cold process. This is the company I buy it from. But I just kind of like to try it first myself on a small batch to make sure before I, you know, do anything really big and waste. I don't like to waste my supplies. So, okay, we are going to go ahead and get my gloves on. At the bottom of this loaf, the big part of it is going to be a dark, kind of a dark pink is what I'm really going for. Almost a red, but not quite. And then the I want to put some black swirls in the loaf. So I'm going to use, I have black oxide, but you can't really use a lot of that, because if you do, it'll actually, when people go to use the soap, it'll stain their wash rags and stuff like that. So so what I've got instead, I'm going to use a little bit of the black oxide, but I'm also going to use some charcoal that I've ground up into a powder, and then I turn around and I dissolved it, or I mixed it in with a little bit of glycerin to make it, you know, more of a liquid and make it easier to use. So, but I want to do the red with the black swirls, and then on top of that I want to put a topping on the top of it with just white. I just want to use a natural white, and I'm not going to scent that. And then on top of that, I'm going to add some little raspberry little candies on top of that. So I am ready to go. Let's see, can you see this okay? My live water in the oils. My last videos, I had to edit a lot of dead space out, so I'm going to try to move it along a little bit quicker this time. So, but I do kind of take my time when I soap. So So I'm going to stick blend this now. I'm not going to stick blend it until I get to a tray, so I don't want to go that far. I want to just stick blend it enough till I get it mixed pretty well, and then I can separate out the part that I'm going to tint with the black. So, and also I don't want to stick blend this a lot, because if I'm going to do a swirl, I need the soap solution to be more liquid. You know, I don't need it to be very, very much of a trace. So. Okay, and right there, it's mixed up right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour out the amount that I'm going to use to tint black for the swirls. And I'm not going to do that much, because black is such a strong color, so I'm not going to do very much. I'm not going to tint very much of it black. Okay, so this here, I'm going to go ahead and take this to a very light trace before I add the red colorant. I've got my molds, my wooden molds already lined and ready to go. See, that's really at a light trace right there. And I think mine goes to a trace pretty quick, because I use, you know, like the palm oil, which is a solid at room temperature, and then the coconut oil, of course, that one is too. Oh, this is going to be really pretty. I don't know if you can see the color. A little bit more. So now I'm going to add the fragrance oil. And like I said, I'm just doing a very small batch of this, just a 1 pound batch, just to give it a try first. So that's why I'm only using a little bit of fragrance oil, because I do not want to spend a lot of money on fragrance oil that I'm not going to be able to use. Wow, that smells great. Sometimes the fragrance oils do not smell very good straight out of the bottle. Ah, but this one smells, it really smells good. I like that. This will be a great soap maybe for people who like real fruity, sweet type fragrances. Really, this one is ready to go. So all I need to do now is the black. So I'm going to set this over to the side and start on the black. And what I'm going to do with the black is I'm going to add the charcoal first that I have mixed in the glycerin. And on this one, I don't have to wash off my blender. And I may not even have to add any black oxide. stick blend that in and see what it looks like. It'll be hard to keep the air out of this because it's not very much. Yeah, I may have to use some black oxide. It's after I stick blended it, it's kind of a dark gray and not really a black. So I'm going to use a little bit of black oxide and finish darkening it up with that. Nice and black there. Okay. Now I'm ready to pour it. My molds, my husband built the molds for me, and each one, this is like a 2-pound mold, 2-pound log, and then he put this here in the center, so I can do 2 trial batches of 1 pound apiece, and then so I've got like 2 of these, so I can do like 4 trials at a time. And but if I ever wanted to go back and make this a 2-pound log again, I just take these screws out on both sides, and I've got my 2-pound mold back again. So that's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to pour the red first. I see it's still real liquid, so that's good. Because I want it to be really liquid so I can get a nice swirl when I pour the black in. I want the black to penetrate and go down into the red. Really smell this. It's a great fragrance. Now you can read the descriptions, but until you actually have a chance to smell it yourself. Now for the black. And it's still really, need to back up a little bit so you can see. It's real liquid. It's so it's real, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna kind of pour this from up high, so it'll go way down into the soap. The higher you pour it, the further down it'll go. Okay, that's good there. So this one is finished for now. In a little bit I'm going to come back and I have I have another soap I'm going to put on this side to trial out. And then I'll come back and I'll put the topping on, and that's going to be white. The topping will be white, and then I'll put the little candies on the top of that to decorate it up with. So let me show you what this looks like from the top. That's really pretty. I hope that the black went down there really far, so it'll swirl really nice. There, that's a better picture there. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye.